I want to talk about narcissistic leadership, selfish leadership, and lack of empathy. Now, I suspect that some leaders may do this unknowingly, and I'm not necessarily here to bash anyone, but just to raise awareness, just to get people to think about these things. And what I mean by narcissistic leadership, selfish leadership, is that it seems like in a lot of churches, everything revolves around the leadership, what the leadership wants, the leadership's life, the leadership's schedules, so on and so forth. What works for the leaders, what's convenient for the leaders, and if the membership or the rest of the church community is inconvenienced at all, then they're the problem. They need to learn to sacrifice. And I'll give you some examples of this. Church services, church activities. Sometimes certain churches have a lot of activities and they want people to make it to all those activities. And some people work, some people have lives outside of the church. Most people work and most people have lives outside of the church. And unfortunately, we all don't have the luxury of being in full-time ministry. See, when that ministry and that church is the only thing that you have to worry about, then it's easy for you to be there all the time. But sometimes you must be considerate of your members. Now, there is a place for sacrifice. There is a place for showing up. There is a place for being committed. But the way I look at it, it's not like it was in the old days. People have to work multiple jobs and have multiple sources, multiple streams of income to make it these days. So maybe, just maybe, adjust church activities and church services around today's experience, for lack of a better term. I couldn't think of the word. But what I'm trying to say, it's not that people don't want to be committed. It's not that people don't want to sacrifice, but they're just not always able to. And so just because you as the leadership tell people to jump doesn't necessarily mean they're able to jump. Just because you as the leadership snap your fingers and tell people to be there for X amount of services doesn't mean that they're able to. So just something to think about. And I should have a video coming your way soon.